All right, hi, it's Daniel Murphy, and we're looking at this beautiful sycamore tree here today. And the thing I want to show you here, which is not something you can normally see from ground level, but this tree has been left. It's been left, all these lower branches have been left hanging very low to the ground. I think it's a very pretty tree, personally. Somewhat a matter of taste, but what I want to tell you about this tree, which you can see from this angle here, and it's going to sound like common sense. I mean, I've been in the tree business for 40 years. I never had anybody actually say it like this. But when I do say it, it's going to sound like common sense. A tree is basically a solar collector. And if you look at the structure of the tree is designed to get those branches out there and get to where the leaves can absorb the sun. So they actually end up looking kind of like a wall when you can step back and look at them. It's much easier to see from the bucket truck than it is when you're climbing a tree. In this case, you can almost see it from the ground. That's like a wall of leaves that's just designed to sit there and be like a giant solar collector. And then the structure of the tree is all about supporting that, making sure that those leaves are in a structurally sound unit. So another point about this is that leaving these lower branches, letting them grow close to the ground, it's kind of cool. I think it looks great. For me, I think it's a very aesthetically pleasing thing. Of course, you're not always going to be able to do that depending on if you have traffic underneath the tree or whatever. But the idea of I need to get my mower underneath the tree, I don't like that. I think you're better off letting the leaves grow so thick that there's no grass growing under there. In this case, I guess he's got a couple holes. He gets his mower in and out and does cut that grass, and enough light makes its way through to grow whatever's growing underneath there. But think about from the tree's perspective, this tree is now completely shaded on the trunk. The root system is completely shaded, and it's a much more stable situation for a tree and natural situation for a tree to be shaded like that than it is to, have lots of the root system exposed, or the soil at the base of the tree exposed to the sun, or direct sunlight beating on that trunk. Let's go in here and just take a look at the structure of this tree. Now, the idea about these leaves just acting as a solar collector can kind of inform us on how we can best prune a tree. So I'm not sure if he cuts this or not down here, but let's look at the structure of this tree here. Now, you could go up there and thin that out a little bit and examine each branch and say, this branch right here, that's looking a little heavy. Maybe we should take a little weight off the end of this branch, because one of these years an ice storm may come along that causes that branch to fail. But in general, you're trying to let the tree do its thing and just correct for problems. We're not cutting branches off just to cut branches off. We're trying to improve the structural ability of a tree's potential to keep itself protected from storm damage. So that's the magic of this tree. Hope you enjoyed watching.